Guys, I've been trying to film this video for literally ever, and this is about the third or fourth retake. They've all been really rubbish, so gonna try and do a really quick one because it's quite a boring topic. Each time I've started editing it, I'm going on and on and on about feeds, and I sort of think I'm gonna give a really quick summary. If you want to know anything more about the feeds, please comment or send me a message. I may not know. Anyway, you might have to message the feed company. So as I'm going to start off with Fibre Protect. So I'll put a little video of what, like a picture of what the bag looks like. But this is what the actual food looks like. It's like moist fermented chaff, and it's really good for their bellies. Really good for sort of preventing ulcers, and so the kind of skinnier sort of X-ray sauces get 3 scoops of it morning and night. They have been at stages where they've even had like 6 scoops of it. So it's a feed that you can feed quite a lot of. It's really, really good for horses that are quite hot. Doesn't heat them up, although I have had some people mention like they maybe thought their horses got hot in it, but Jet is a very hot horse and gets easily sort of heated up on food, and I can basically give him as much as this as I like. Okay, so I really think it's non-heating. It's good for building top line as well. It's not really, really high in protein, but it's higher in protein than normal chaff. So just kind of the standard thoroughbreds that aren't super skinny get like 2 scoops. All my horses are fed twice a day. So that's just standard. They get the same twice a day, but in the mornings they get their supplements. Okay, so next we've got Mightyfight Studgro. So where's my scoop? So this is a Studgro. It's just like a pellet, and I feed this to the horses that are spelling, the young ones, mares in foal or lactating. So I've got a 3-year-old warm blood mare. She gets 1.5 scoops. She's in the paddock with Storm, who is my, I don't know, he must be about 8-9 months now. He's also on 1.5. Pandora, the 3-year-old, is more on the same as him because they switch feeds. He's quite little, but he gets fed a lot because he's growing. So that's where the back of the bags and the recommendations really come in handy. Things like horses that are lactating, they have a really, really high feed requirement, much higher than people often think. So it's really important to go off of those. Okay, now we have Xtra Cool, another Mightyfight feed. How cool is this? Can you see that? It's a little X for Xtra Cool. Okay, so that's only new, but you can see how many times I've changed my feeds. But these pellets used to look exactly the same as these. So for like new people feeding for me, that was not great. So now the little X's, super handy. So this is my standard feed. And the standard kind of non-crazy horses get 1 scoop each. Woody, he's an off the track that he would normally be getting heaps, well, not heaps of scoops, but more than 1 scoop because I need to put weight on him. But he's coming into work, and being a thoroughbred might be a little bit hot, so he's getting more Fibre Protect than that. Jetty's having a little bit. I actually stopped giving this to Jet because, well, I never really feed this to Jet because it did heat him up. We think it's the barley. The flippin' dogs, they eat more of the feed than anyone else. Look, and even the puppy is being well trained. Like, how annoying. Don't worry. So, where was I at? So, Jet it wasn't working. Having him on Xtra Cool, that was making him too hot. So what I'm getting to is what I feed Jetty. And it's actually a feed I love. It's quite expensive, but you feed less of it. Like calorie-wise and energy-wise, you feed less than, say, the other pellets. So it's Munga. Let me
Munga. Some muesli. And I'll try and put a snippet in of like what it contains, but it's high protein and it's awesome.
Okay, added in recently, lupins. For ease sake, I might fed Extruded Lupins, which I'm not sponsored by Mightyfed, but I love them. And if you like, you know, if it's working for you, why change? So the lupins are steam extruded and they're in tiny wee little pellets fed to kind of the horses that I'm trying to build top line, put weight on, that are, you know, kind of skinny. I've been told by people they can be quite heating. They have quite a lot of energy per kilogram compared to everything else. So, you know, I'm feeding like a cup per those horses as opposed to, you know, like a scoop of pellets. So, you know, don't buy Extruded Lupins and start feeding it by scoop because you might die. But interestingly, I found this somewhere that the Extruded Lupins, they digest or they absorb from what they eat about 99%, whereas like crushed or just, I don't know, cracked lupins or whatever it is, they only manage to get like 40 something percent from what you feed. So even though like Extruded Lupins in a bag might be quite a bit more expensive, it's actually not, because they're actually getting it. Yeah, good facts.
I nearly forgot Speedi-beet. So this is made from beet pulp in Britain. So of course it's amazing. It's very high in fibre and low in starch and sugars. So it's great for fat horses or those prone to laminitis. It's also another feed that's great for ulcery horses. So it helps to buffer their stomachs against the acid. It's really good for promoting gut health as well as hoof strength and repair. It's a feed that swells to 5 times its size, as you can see in the videos when I was putting the dry in the bucket. I only put 2.5 scoops in and then filled with water. And after sort of 12 hours, it has filled the bucket. Now it does say it can be ready in 10 minutes, but it does expand even more if it's left longer. So I tend to soak it in the morning to be used in the afternoon, and in the afternoon for in the morning. And I think it is a fabulous feed. I always use it over winter, and while we're in drought, I also use it over summer. Definitely recommend it.
Another thing for the skinnier horses, stop it, is rice bran oil, just supermarket. Out of all the oils like canola oil and olive oil and things, this is kind of your best for like, hang on, let me show you this. What are you doing, Jackie? Can you see him begging? They love the oil. So literally they wait until I finish doing the oil, and then I normally let them lick out the cup because they love it. Anyway, it's got basically good fats, the best level of fats, the best fats out of all the oils. That's probably not very scientific. Anyway, so I'm giving my 3. So I've got 2 most recent off the track horses, Middy and Woody. They're both having 1 cup, and Jet, my event horse, or my main event horse, he's getting 1.5. Basically because they're, again, like I said, they're horses that I'm trying to get weight on and top line. Fat's not going to put top line on, but it's hopefully going to put fat on. So that's the aim of that. It's a really important supplement. Dealing with a lot of off the tracks, I'm obviously going to have to recuperate them, especially from gastric ulcers. Jet came from a really good racing stable where they do the right thing, and they have basically, I think, most of their race horses on ulcer prevention daily, and a medication, not just as like a herbal supplement. That's something that happens in the UK a lot, so they have them on medicated prevention. So this is what I use, Gastropell Daily. So this is a Ranvet product. This is a prescription medication, so you need to get it from your vet. Obviously I'm a vet, so makes it handier. It is expensive, even if you're a vet. I don't get this for free. And look, Jet is on this every day because he's been on it for years. His stomach can sort of upregulate the acid pumps that put the acid into his tummy. So, you know, it really affects performance if horses are suffering from suffering from ulcers. And that's something I might do a different vlog on because it's a really big topic and something close to my heart. And I teach a lot of horses and train a lot of horses that I suspect of ulcers. And people often just think, oh, for God's sake, it's just another annoying thing to have to pay for, to check out or to treat. But it's really important and it's really prevalent in a lot of horses, performance horses, competition horses. Yeah. So every morning I give this to Jet before I start making the feeds. So I walk down, give him this, give him a couple of licorice. It's the only reason he likes it because he's looking for his licorice. I'll put a little video of me giving it to him. Excuse the face, I look really serious. Then I go up and make feeds. Then he's had it half an hour before he manages to ideally digest it and absorb it before he eats. And what this does is it sort of inhibits the protein pumps that are making the acid in the tummy to reduce the ulcers. There are other things to do as well, management wise. Like I say, I'll probably do a different vlog on that. Yeah.
So here in this handy bag is Foresight, my joint supplement. So it's produced by a company called Interpath, who I'm very fortunate to be supported by. It's apple flavoured. I don't think I've had any horses turn the nose up at it, but Jet is really the main one that receives this. And I use it to prevent unsoundness. So it repairs the cartilage, keeps pain relief in the joints and inflammation low, and the aim is to keep him sound. There's a lot of research behind this joint supplement. A lot of vets use it, and it's great for arthritis as well as sort of post-surgery and injury recuperation. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, put below in the comments or feel free to private message me or email. See you soon.